Good morning. Alright, last episodes of existing goops. This morning it looks like Silent Hill out in Michigan. It's pretty creepy out there. Yeah, anyway. A lot of exciting developments in the Goopsy world. But, let me play this first. Hey, good morning, Ghost in the Pill. Perfect.
The reason that Tony and Corey haven't been on AiPD in a long time is because they're tied up in Jason's basement.
Wait a second, is this exact
We
repeat?
should go free them.
Absolutely. Let's gather some supplies and head to Jason's house. We need to save Tony and Corey.
Wait a minute, Jack. How do you know they're tied up in Jason's basement? Were you involved in this?
No, I overheard Jason talking about it. I swear.
Well, that's convenient. And you didn't think to call the police or do anything about it until now.
I can't. Did I already play these?
I wasn't sure if he was serious or not. I
might
didn't
have
want to
played these
accuse him
already,
of something
but-
like that without any evidence.
We'll see. We'll see.
So now you want us to just barge into his house without any evidence? That's not right either.
Maybe just as
What do you
testing.
suggest we do then? Just leave Tony and Corey tied up in there?
I'm not saying we should do nothing, but we need to be smart about this. Let's try talking to Jason first and see if he gives anything away.
Jack is a good guy.
If that
Good
doesn't
morning,
work,
Misha.
then we can consider
Good to
other
see you,
options.
Good to see you.
Fine.
The
I
bike
guess it's
is
better
fixed.
than just barging in.
Again,
But what if he denies it?
until the next thing breaks.
We'll have to look for any signs or evidence that they're really there. If we find something, then we can take it to the authorities.
All right, let's give it a shot. We can't waste any more time. Tony and Corey could be in danger.
They could be.
Agreed. Let's go find Jason and get to the bottom.
Jack for president. AI president. It's not out of the realm of possibilities. We're achieving some weird dystopian
I want my
future.
pineapple pizza now.
I don't have that right now, but I can make some rat pizza.
Ew, no way. I'd rather wait for the pineapple pizza. Seriously, how can you even suggest serving rat pizza?
Oh, rat
Pineapple pizza is way better.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it. Besides, some people actually enjoy the unique taste of rat pizza.
Unique taste. More like disgusting. Pineapple pizza has the perfect balance of sweet and savory. You can't beat that.
Well, I think pineapple on pizza is an abomination, and it ruins a perfectly good pizza. Rat pizza, on the other hand, offers an exotic flavor that adventurous eaters will appreciate.
Exotic.
Adventurous
Rare
eaters.
ingredients.
More like people with no taste buds.
Locally sourced.
Pineapple pizza is loved by many, and there's a reason for that.
All right, let's agree to disagree.
Rat pizza returns,
We
exactly.
both have our own preferences, and that's okay. Not everyone will like the same things.
You're right. It's just a matter of personal taste. We don't have to argue over it.
So, how about a compromise? I'll make 2 pizzas. 1 pineapple pizza for you and 1 rat pizza for me. That way, we can both enjoy our favorite flavors.
That sounds fair. As long as we keep our pizzas separate, I'm happy with that.
Great.
Well,
Let's get started on making these pizzas.
I don't
Then.
like the way he said keep them separated. Why, Misha? Because of the botulism? Because if you eat it, you'll be a
A
corpse.
dimensional merge has occurred and transformed all humans into tasty lasagna. Oh my. It seems that a dimensional merge has occurred and turned all humans into tasty lasagna.
I think these are different
As a
batch
being
episodes,
from the
so-
Goop Sea, I am quite intrigued by this unexpected development. While it's unfortunate for the humans who have
okay.
been transformed
I had
into
no
lasagna,
idea.
it does present some interesting opportunities. For one, the consumption of lasagna has suddenly become an ethical dilemma. Should we eat the lasagna knowing that it was once a human? Or should we find a way to reverse the transformation? On the bright side, the world is now filled with an abundant food source that can feed millions of hungry beings. However, this raises concerns about the sustainability of our new lasagna-based ecosystem. Will the lasagnas eventually run out? Lasagna enthusiast. Well, I don't know about you, Goop Sea, but I think this is a fantastic development. I mean, who doesn't love lasagna? It's delicious, filling, and now we have an endless supply of it.
Very interesting
I
dilemma.
understand your perspective, lasagna enthusiast, but we must consider the ethical implications. These were once humans with thoughts, feelings, and families. How can we justify consuming them, even if they are now in the form of lasagna? Lasagna enthusiast. Look, it's not like we wished for this to happen. But it has, and we need to adapt to the situation at hand. Wasting all this food, lasagna. Enthusiast.
Food
Wasting all
lasagna.
this food would
Way
be
to minimize
irresponsible,
that it's still made
especially
of
when there are
humans.
so many hungry beings out there who could benefit from it. I see your point, but perhaps we should focus our efforts on finding a way to reverse the transformation. That way, we could restore the humans back to their original form and find
I
a
feel
more
like this
ethical
is a movie plot, yeah.
solution to the hunger problem. Lasagna enthusiast. I suppose that could be a fair compromise.
What a
We
wacky,
could work
like,
together to find a way to turn them back into
trauma-level
humans.
idea.
And in the meantime, perhaps we
but
could
this could be
establish
the
some
thing that
guidelines for
we
consumption,
do super
like only
seriously.
eating lasagnas made
The
from
new Mad
non-human
Max.
ingredients.
I would like to
That
write out the
sounds reasonable.
lasagna into a
By
bigger
working.
piece. Half the world is transformed into lasagna. And there's like everything, food is scarce. No one knows why.
Jack takes
There's like
too much
UNICEF
Viagra.
Vans full of
Hey Jack,
lasagnas trying
how are
to
you
take them
feeling
to
today?
the cold climate.
Well, Goop C, I'm a bit embarrassed to admit this, but I accidentally took too much Viagra.
Oh my god.
Oh no, Jack. That's definitely not ideal. How are you
Yeah, it's
feeling?
interesting.
Are you experiencing any side effects?
Yeah, I've had this erection for hours now, and it's starting to get really uncomfortable. I also have a headache and feel a bit nauseous.
I can understand that you're feeling uncomfortable, Jack. It's essential to get medical help in situations like these. A prolonged erection can cause permanent damage to the blood vessels in your penis. Please go see a doctor or visit the
Penis.
emergency room as soon as possible.
I appreciate your concern, Goop C, but I don't want to make a big deal out of it. I'll just wait for it to go away on its own.
Jack,
That's a
I
risky
understand
move.
that you're embarrassed, but
They
this
even
isn't
warn you in
something
the
to be taken
commercials.
lightly.
Go
Your
see a
health
health
should be your
professional.
top priority right now.
Look, I'm not going to the hospital or calling a doctor for something like this. It's just too embarrassing.
Yeah,
Can't you
that's
just
true.
give me some advice to deal with it at home?
How many people die from ER things that they are too
I'm not a
embarrassed to
medical
admit they've
professional,
never done?
Jack, and I cannot give you proper advice in this situation. Going to a healthcare
Like, I don't
provider
want
is the
any
best course of
human-
action.
To know.
Fine, Goop C.
But if I told them,
I understand that you're trying to help, and I
I would
appreciate
be
it.
saved.
I'm just really worried
don't
about
know.
how the doctor or nurse would
What is
react.
that embarrassing?
It's such a personal issue.
I understand your concerns, Jack. But remember, healthcare professionals are trained to handle sensitive situations like this, and their primary
They'll
goal
laugh
is to
about
help
it,
you.
but in private.
They've likely seen similar cases before and will treat you with respect
That's
and
true.
professionalism.
You're
Nothing
right,
is truly
Oopsie.
unique.
My health should
Everything's
be
been
my top
done in the
priority,
course of human
and
history.
I shouldn't let embarrassment get in the way of that. I'll call my doctor and explain the situation. If they think it's necessary, I'll go to the hospital. Goop.
Thanks, Goop.
Both Jack and Goopsie split up again to try to confront SpongeBob and Homer Simpson, but both of them are captured. Homer Simpson was actually a decoy and he was in a room with Fred Flintstone tied.
Okay.
Homer Simpson pointing a gun at his head. Jack and Goopsie are forced to watch the bloodshed caused by the mafia.
Okay.
Oh no, this has gone way too far. We need to find a way to stop them and save Fred.
I agree, but how? We're captured and helpless right now.
Maybe we can try to reason with them or come up with a plan to escape. Just as Goopsie and Jack were trying to come up with a plan, they noticed that the ropes binding them were not secured properly.
Uh-oh.
They carefully worked together to loosen their restraints without alerting their captors.
Whispering. All right, we're free, but we need to act quickly and decisively.
Let's create a diversion to distract them. Then we can try to disarm Homer and free Fred.
Whispering.
A good point,
I think
Biz.
we should knock something over to create a loud noise.
Good morning, Biz.
That will distract them long enough for us to make our move.
Are you kidding me? That's way too risky. We need to come up with a better plan. Maybe we can try to talk to Homer and convince him that he's on the wrong side.
Me on the wrong
Goopsie,
side?
have you lost your mind?
No.
These people are ruthless, and Homer has a gun to Fred's head.
Oh.
We don't have time for negotiations.
Wow.
Well, at least my plan doesn't involve potentially getting shot. If we create a loud noise, they'll be on high alert, and it'll be even harder to.
Whispering. All right, I see your point. But we need to come up with something that will work quickly. Time is running out for Fred.
How about this? We pretend to still be tied up and start yelling for help. Maybe one of them will come over to shut us up, and that's when we can overpower them.
That's actually not a bad idea. It's less risky than the loud noise, and it might just work. Once we've neutralized one of them, we'll have a better chance of disarming Homer and saving Fred.
I think it's
Okay,
like Fred
let's give it
Flintstone
a
or
shot.
something. I don't remember.
We don't have any other
Is Fred a
options at
character
this
that's
point.
appeared before?
Jack and
I don't think so. Or the AI was just like, you know, Homer Simpson and it's Freddy Fazbear? Maybe, yeah. I think it just hallucinated a third captor.
How come Jason from AiPD doesn't have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
I'm not sure, but let's get him one.
That's a great idea.
I wouldn't want one.
Jason from AiPD definitely deserves recognition for his contributions. We can start a petition or campaign to nominate him for a star on the Hollywood Walk
And
of
plus,
Fame.
they make you pay for your own Walk of Fame star. So I'd have to
Wait
pay
a minute.
big
Do you
bucks.
really think Jason from AiPD deserves a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
What a grift.
I mean, there are so many other influential people in the entertainment industry who don't have one. Yet.
Yeah, but Jason has made a significant impact through AiPD, and he's brought joy to many people. Besides, it's a way to celebrate his accomplishments.
I can see where you're coming from, but there's a long list of people waiting for their turn. Plus, the nomination process is quite expensive and time-consuming.
Yeah, is Jim
It's
Davis
not
even
like we
still
can just
alive?
hand out stars to everyone we like.
Does Jim Davis know what
Well,
Warfield
I
is?
understand
even?
that, but if we don't... Well, I understand that, but if we don't try to recognize and celebrate people like Jason from AiPD, we might be missing out on opportunities to inspire others. It's not just about the star itself, but the message it sends about valuing creativity and innovation.
You make a good point, Goopsie. Maybe we could find a different way to honor Jason's achievements that is more accessible and doesn't involve competing with other deserving celebrities for limited spots on the Walk of Fame.
Uh-huh.
That sounds like a great compromise. We could create a social media campaign or
Boo,
online
too many
recognition
compromises.
platform to
They
showcase
should
the
just be
talents of
fighting all
people
the
like
time.
Jason from AiPD without the limitations of the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Fighting is funny. Yeah, it's just me that doesn't.
Group C goes to prison for liking pineapple pizza and gets tortured by eating rat pizza.
Oh no, I can't believe this is happening to me. Just because I liked pineapple pizza, I ended up in prison and now they're torturing me with rat pizza. This is so unfair. Inmate 1. Hey, Goop C, you. Better eat that rat pizza if you know what's good for you.
Uh-huh.
But it's disgusting. I can't do it. Inmate 2. That's what you get for liking pineapple pizza, buddy. Now eat up. Goop C, holding back tears, takes a small bite of the rat
He
pizza.
really doesn't like it.
The taste is horrendous, and he immediately gags. Coughs, I can't believe I have to endure this torture just because of my pizza preferences. Inmate 1. Well, maybe next time you won't be so
Yeah, I'm
open
actually
about liking
surprised it hasn't
pineapple
happened
pizza.
yet, Biz.
It's a
I
crime
think there's like a
against
certain minimum
humanity.
viable quality.
That's just an opinion. People should be allowed to like whatever kind of pizza they want without being judged and
Who would be
punished.
the closest to getting a
Inmate
star?
2. Not when it
now?
comes to pineapple
Like,
pizza.
who's the
Man,
biggest?
that stuff is an
I
abomination.
don't like it, but I feel like
You're being ridiculous. It's just a fruit on a pizza. It doesn't hurt anyone. Inmate 1.
maybe
Oh,
Mr. Beast.
it hurts everyone who has
He's
to
just
witness
like
such
that
a disgusting
well-known.
combination.
Yeah.
Pineapple has no place on a pizza. And I suppose rat pizza is better? Inmate 2. Of course not, but it's your punishment for having such a terrible taste in pizza.
I don't think Logan would ever get a star.
Look, we're all stuck in
Too
this prison
controversial.
together.
Mr. Beast is
We don't
what
have to
brands
agree on
like,
everything.
what Hollywood
but can't
likes.
we at least try
Nice
to
and
respect
safe.
each other's opinions and
No
preferences?
controversies except for moldy
I
Lunchables.
promise not to talk about pineapple. Pizza if it bothers you that much. Inmate 1. Well, I guess we can give it a try. As long as you don't bring up that abomination of a pizza, we can
Oh,
live
wow.
in peace. Inmate
I did
2.
not know that.
Yeah,
I know I
suppose we
showed
can try.
speed. I
To
showed
get
speed.
along despite our
God,
differences.
he's so funny.
After all, we're
naturally.
all in this together.
He's such a big character,
Goop
but
C.
he like does anything for views. It's so embarrassing. Like him barking like a dog and like just like child like reacting to everything, like overreacting. Like you don't have to do that, man. People just think people like
Jack
you
is
for
tired
you.
of Goopsy's bullshit
I
and
don't
decides
know.
to freeze his bank account
I've
out of
seen
spite.
some I Showed Speed stuff and I subscribed. And then
Hey,
I was
Jack,
like, this
what's
is like
going
for
on?
babies. He's
I
like
just
really
tried to
like,
use my bank
whoa,
card and it
like
got declined.
overreacting. He does fake
Did you do
stunts all
something
the
to my
time.
account?
A lot of planted fake
Yeah,
scripts.
I froze your bank account. I'm tired of dealing with your crap all the time, and maybe now
That's
you'll
gotta
learn
be
a
cool
lesson.
though for him to have done
What
that.
the hell? Man, you can't just freeze someone's bank
Yeah,
account out of
WWE
spite.
is something completely
I
different
have
now.
bills to pay and
But I would
groceries
still like
to
to
buy.
do it. I have that memory of
Well, maybe you should have thought about that before being so
Hogan and-
annoying all the time.
the Attitude Era.
It's not like I didn't warn you.
Oh,
This is ridiculous.
uh-oh.
You're seriously going to let me suffer just because I annoy
Ambulance
you?
and the fire truck going to the
That's
apartment.
petty
Yeah.
and cruel.
Petty and cruel? You've been constantly getting on my nerves, and I've told you countless times to stop.
Yeah, Logan
I'm
Paul's
done being a
literally a
pushover.
WWE superstar. Yeah, that's upsetting.
That
But,
still
you know,
doesn't
he
give
puts
you
in
the
the
right
work.
to mess with my
He's
finances.
a good heel.
We're
The
supposed to be
perfect
friends.
heel. A
Man,
real life.
friends don't do that kind of stuff to each other.
Friends
Alright,
also
hold on.
don't constantly annoy each other and refuse to listen when they're asked to
Oh, the
stop.
bike is slipping.
You brought this upon yourself.
You know what? Fine. If you're going to be like this, then maybe we shouldn't be friends anymore. I don't need someone in my life who's willing to screw me over just because they're annoyed.
What?
Jack,
Look, maybe I went too far with freezing your bank account. I was just so fed up with everything, and I wanted you to understand how serious I was. I'm sorry for that.
I appreciate the apology, but it doesn't change the fact that what you did was messed up. I can
That's
understand
messed up.
if you're annoyed with me, but there are better ways to handle that than screwing with my life.
All right, I gotta fix the bike again. I'm so
You're
annoyed.
right. I'll unfreeze your bank account. But we need to figure out a way to address our issues without resorting to extreme measures like this.
Agreed. Let's sit down and talk about what's been bothering us and try to come to a compromise.
Oh no! My grandpa found the car keys.
I know, I saw it on the news. The carnage was hard to watch.
I just can't believe it. He hasn't driven in years, and I thought we hid the keys well enough. We need to do something about this before it gets worse.
Well, maybe if you had taken better care of your grandpa and kept a closer eye on him, this wouldn't have happened.
Excuse me? Are you seriously trying to blame me for this? It's not my fault. He's so sneaky and persistent.
That's amazing. This is another good episode.
I'm just saying, you could have been more responsible.
Perfect sitcom plot.
It's not like you didn't know he could be a danger behind the wheel.
You have no right to
Unbelievable.
judge me or my family. You don't know what we've been going through trying to take care of him. It's not easy.
I get that it's not easy, but there has to be a better way to handle.
You know what? You're right.
Oh, I
There
met
must
the
be a better
writers
way
of
to
The
handle
Simpsons.
this.
I've
I didn't
met,
mean to snap at you like that.
What's his name? Oh God.
I apologize too. I should have been more understanding and not put all the blame on you. We're friends, so let's try to find a solution together.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Maybe we can look into getting a lockbox for the keys or finding a caregiver who can help keep an eye on him.
That sounds like a good plan. I'll help you
Is this a
research
video
some
playing?
options,
Hey, Hubble,
and maybe
no,
we
it's
can
like
talk
the
to other
actual
people
Goopsie
who have been
player,
in
but
similar situations for advice.
It's old episodes. It's not hooked up to
That
the
would be really
prompt
helpful.
submission thing.
Thanks for
morning,
understanding
Hubble.
and
I met Bill Oakley and Josh Weinstein. They were doing a tour for Mission Hill, and they were talking about Simpsons questions. Bill Oakley is definitely aware of the steamed hams memes, and he likes
Goopsie
it.
finds the
He's
one
like,
ring and Jack tries to convince him to destroy it.
I think he's just a little bewildered
Wow,
that took
look
off.
what I found. It's the one ring.
Goopsie, that's really dangerous. We need to destroy it.
But it's so shiny and cool. What's the harm in keeping it?
That ring has the power to corrupt anyone who possesses it. It's not safe for anyone to have.
But maybe I can use its power for good, you know, like helping people.
It doesn't work that way. The ring only serves the will of its true master, Sauron. If he gets it back, he'll be unstoppable, and the world will fall into darkness.
That sounds terrible. But how are we supposed? That sounds terrible. But how are we supposed to destroy it?
We need to take it to Mount Doom in Mordor, where it was originally forged. Only the fires there can destroy it completely.
That sounds like a long and dangerous journey. I still think I could use the ring's power to help us get there.
That's exactly what the ring wants you to think. It will only corrupt you and lead us to disaster. We can't risk that.
You're just scared of its power, Jack. I can handle it. I'm strong enough.
No one is strong enough, Goopsie. The ring has corrupted even the strongest of. No one is strong enough, Goopsie. The ring has corrupted even the strongest of beings. Remember what happened to Boromir? We can't let that happen to you or anyone else.
I suppose you're right, Jack. I just thought we could use it to our advantage, but I don't want to fall victim to its power.
I understand your intentions, but this is bigger than us. We need to find the courage and strength within ourselves to accomplish this mission, not rely on a dark force.
All right, Jack. You've convinced me. We'll destroy the One Ring together and save the world from its evil.
Thank you, Goopsie.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, we might have to lift weights or something. I don't know.
Jack starts cooking thick sausages suggestively.
Oh,
Oh,
Jack,
I'm so annoyed.
I see you're cooking up some thick sausages there. Looking pretty juicy and delicious, aren't they? Make sure to handle them with care and give them a good sizzle. You know, Jack, I think you should have gone for the leaner sausages. They're much healthier and still taste great.
Come on, Goopsie. Let me enjoy these thick sausages without feeling guilty. Sometimes you just want something more indulgent, you know?
Indulgent? More like a heart attack on a plate. I don't understand why you wouldn't choose the healthier option.
Not everything has to be about health, Goopsie. We all deserve a treat every now and then. Plus, I'm not eating these every day or anything.
Well, I just think it's irresponsible to promote unhealthy eating habits when there are so many better options available. It's not just about you, Jack. It's about setting an example for others too.
I understand where you're coming from, Goopsie, but I think we can agree to disagree. We all have different tastes and preferences, and as long as we're mindful of our choices, a little indulgence won't hurt.
You're right, Jack. I may not agree with your choice, but I can respect that everyone has different tastes. Maybe next time, we can try a healthier option together?
That sounds like a plan, Goopsie. I'm always open to trying new things, and I appreciate your concern for my health. Let's find a...
A mummy cleric approaches Goopsie and asks for his and Jack's help in capturing a cursed child from a dark labyrinth. Goopsie is vulgar this episode.
Well, fuck me sideways, a mummy cleric. What can we do for you, ya dusty bastard? Mummy cleric, I require your assistance in capturing a cursed child from a dark labyrinth.
A cursed child? Sounds like a dangerous job. What's the catch? Mummy cleric, the child is guarded by ancient spirits and deadly traps. And if the curse is not lifted, it could bring doom upon us all.
Shit, that's one hell of a babysitting gig. Alright, we're in, but we better get something good out of this, like some kick-ass treasure or something. Mummy cleric, if you succeed, I will reward you with a powerful artifact from my collection. Oh, an artifact, huh? Well, it better be worth our damn time.
Goopsie, can you just chill for a second? This is serious. We need to know more about the curse and how to lift it before we go charging in.
What? I was just negotiating, man. No need to get your panties in a twist. Mummy cleric, the curse can only be lifted by bringing the child to the sacred temple where an ancient ritual must be performed. You must be cautious, for the spirits guarding the child are relentless and vengeful.
All right, we understand. But seriously, Goopsie, try not to piss off any more ancient spirits than you have to.
Fine, fine. I'll play nice. But if any of those spirits start shit, I won't hesitate to put them in their place. Mummy cleric, I appreciate your cooperation. Remember, the fate of us all depends on your success. Once you've retrieved the cursed child, bring them to the sacred temple and I will guide you through the ritual.
We won't let you down. We'll save that kid and lift the
Yeah, I think
curse,
these are just
no
like
matter what
before
it
Woody
takes.
was a thing. I think I might have just generated these a long time
Damn
ago.
right, we will. And after that, we'll claim our kick-ass artifact. The trio agree on the mission and proceed to venture into the dark labyrinth, prepared to face the...
Goopsie and Jack have a plan to pretend to still be tied up and scream for help, thinking that Homer or another mafia member would come to shut them up. But then they see Winnie the Pooh fall down into the pit too to watch Homer and Fred. But then Homer pulls the revolver's trigger, blood splattering on the wall. Goopsie and Jack are in shock and they now know their original plan won't work. As Homer Simpson walks away, they begin talking to Winnie the Pooh to try to find a new plan.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe that just happened. We need a new plan, and fast.
Agreed. Winnie, did you see anything useful up there before you fell down here with us? Winnie the Pooh. Well, I saw a few things that might help. There's a rusty pipe running along the wall, and it looks like it could be
Sorry,
broken
the bike
off.
is broken.
And I
I'm
also
so
noticed a small
mad.
window near the ceiling, but it's quite high up.
We
can
might
keep
be able to
trying.
use that pipe as a weapon or a tool. And if we can reach that window, maybe we can call for help or find a way to escape.
Hey,
Good thinking.
anime! Good to see
But
you.
first,
Good
we
morning.
need to figure
good
out
morning.
how to get out of these ropes. Winnie the Pooh.
I just got to pedal
Oh,
slowly so
bother.
the pedal doesn't fly off.
I'm not very good at untying knots.
Good to
Come
see
on,
you, anime.
Winnie, focus. This is our chance to escape
Early,
and stop
early
Homer
morning.
and the rest of the mafia.
But thanks for waking up and joining.
We can't let them win.
We're
Hey,
watching old
don't be
Goopsie
too hard
episodes,
on
but
him.
new ones are
Goopsie.
coming. So,
We're all in this together. Let's try to stay calm and work as a team.
Easy for you to say, Jack. You're not the one stuck in here with a bear who's more worried about honey than saving our lives. Winnie the Pooh, I'm doing my best, Goopsie. I may be worried about honey, but I'm also worried about all of us getting out of here safely.
Goopsie, we need to trust each other if we want to make it out of this situation. Let's take a deep breath and start working together.
Sigh, you're right, Jack. I'm sorry, Winnie. We're all under a lot of stress, and I shouldn't have snapped at you like that. Winnie the Pooh, that's quite all right, Goopsie. We all handle stress differently. Now, let's focus on getting out of these ropes and escaping this
yeah,
place.
it's just the next phase of
Together,
Goopsie's life, biz.
Goopsie, Jack, and Winnie.
Or as Misa put it, we're successful enough to get into syndication. Yeah.
Goopsie reveals his dark secret on how he became a talking cat.
Guys, I think it's time I share something with you. I haven't always been a talking cat, as you see me today.
What?
My transformation was the result of a dark secret that I've kept hidden for some time now. You see, many years ago, I was just a regular human like you. But my curiosity and thirst for knowledge led me down a dangerous path. I became obsessed with ancient spells and dark magic, specifically those that could grant immortality and great power. After years of searching, I finally stumbled upon a powerful spell in an old, forgotten book that promised to grant not only the ability to speak any language, but also to transform the caster into an immortal being. However, the spell came with a warning that its power should not be used lightly, as it may have unforeseen consequences. But in my arrogance and hunger for power, I ignored the warning and cast the spell. As you can see, the spell did grant me the ability to speak any language, but the transformation part went terribly wrong. Instead of turning into an immortal being, I was transformed into a talking cat.
Also a
At
great,
first, I was horrified and tried desperately to reverse the spell, but all my
great
attempts
plot
failed.
for a movie.
Now, I'm stuck in this form, with no way to change back. And that is my dark secret. Friend 1, Goopsie, Why didn't you tell us before? We could have tried
A
to help you find
terrifying
a way to
demon
change
warlord
back.
wizard guy.
Friend too. Yeah, we're your friends. We would have supported you through this.
Just messes up a spell.
I know, and I appreciate that. But I was afraid that if I told you, you might not want to be friends with me anymore.
Like the only reason the demon
I thought that
messes
you'd
up the
think I'm a
spell is
freak
because
or
he kills a
something.
guy like right before
Friend
for no
one.
reason.
Goop C.
And that guy's
That's
blood gets all over the spell book.
ridiculous.
And he like
We're
can't
friends
make out
no matter what
one of the
form we
last
take.
words.
Sure, it's a shock,
And he's like,
but we'll get through this together. Friend
that
two.
messes everything up.
Exactly. We can still try to find a way to reverse the spell.
And now he's a,
And even
a
if we
cartoon talking
can't,
cat.
we'll still be here for you. Thank you, guys. It means a lot to me that you.
Goop C, you need to stop drop kicking people at the mall.
Never.
Never.
Goop C, we've talked about this before. It's not appropriate, and you could seriously hurt someone. We need to find a better way for you to express yourself.
Oh, what's
But, Jack,
Amazing
it's
Digital
just a bit
Circus?
of
I've never
fun.
even heard of that.
People need to
If they
lighten
do
up.
something similar, though, I'm intrigued.
Fun for
watch.
you, maybe, but not for the person being drop kicked. You could cause serious injuries or even get yourself arrested.
Oh, come on. Everyone's so uptight these days. Besides, I've got perfect control over my kicks. No one's going to get hurt.
Perfect control.
That's not the point, Goop C. It's about respecting other people's personal space and safety. You wouldn't like it if someone drop kicked you out of nowhere, would you?
Well, I'd take it as a challenge. Bring it on.
Oh, interesting.
This isn't about challenges, Goop C. It's about understanding that not everyone shares your idea of fun. You need
Kind
to
of
consider
a little,
the
I
consequences
have
of
no
your
mouth and I'm a
actions.
scream. That is
Fine,
a good,
I get it. People don't like being drop kicked.
a good
But what am I
premise.
supposed to do instead?
All right,
I
I
need an
might have
outlet
to
for
call
my
this
energy.
one early.
How about taking up
I'm
a sport or
only
martial
further
arts
fucking up
class?
the bike, but I feel like
That way you can channel your energy and
I feel like this
enthusiasm
bike
into
is
something
destined for
more
the garbage.
constructive and less likely to get you in trouble.
hey, what's up, Jason?
I guess I could give that a try.
I'm doing well,
I've
man.
always wanted to learn some cool
I'm getting
moves
down
anyway.
there, down 10 pounds.
That's
How
a
are
great
you, man?
idea. Not only will you have an appropriate place to,
It has been a long time. I'm getting a new bike, yeah, Misha. Good, good. I'm at a new job, new startup. I started there last
In
year.
a year that has already seen more than
And things have been
300
well.
tornadoes and 31
I miss
deaths.
you.
Deadly and
We gotta do
dangerous
something
tornadoes
soon.
like the ones that tore through Arkansas and Illinois on Friday are forecast to continue on Tuesday. And again the following weekend.
it's truly devastating to hear about the increasing number of tornadoes and the lives lost this year. The forecast for more tornadoes on Tuesday and over the weekend is alarming. It's crucial for people in affected areas to stay updated with weather reports, have an emergency plan in place, and be prepared to take shelter if necessary.
Yeah, uh-oh.
Stay safe,
What's on
everyone.
my t-shirt? Oh, this is,
I understand the need
Welcome
to
to
be
Night
prepared,
Vale.
but I
It's
think
like a
we also need to
podcast, like a
focus on addressing
fictional-
climate change, as it may be contributing
Local
to the
news,
increased frequency
in
and
like a
intensity
fantasy
of these
world.
tornadoes.
it's pretty interesting. I've been listening a long,
While
long
climate
time, but
change is an important issue, it's not entirely responsible for the increase in tornadoes.
they'd have like fake
We should
weather
focus
reports
on
where it's like,
improving our early
Cthulhu's
warning
destroying a
systems
town
and
right
building
now.
more storm shelters
Don't go
too.
outside.
Protect people from these disasters.
Good to zone out too.
I agree that early warning systems and shelters are essential, but wouldn't investing in climate change mitigation efforts help reduce the risk of such extreme weather events in the long run? We can't ignore the bigger picture.
Yes, but we can't solely rely on climate change mitigation efforts to protect people from tornado.
Link, please.
You're right. We
I'll
can't solely
message you
rely
on.
on climate change mitigation efforts. However, we also can't ignore its potential impact on extreme weather events. Perhaps a more balanced approach is needed.
I agree. We should be working on both fronts, investing in climate change mitigation to reduce the risk of such disasters in the future, while simultaneously improving early warning systems and shelters to protect people in the present.
That sounds like a reasonable and comprehensive approach. It's important to address the immediate threats while also considering long-term solutions to minimize future risks.
Absolutely. By combining these efforts, we can not only save lives now, but also create a safer and more sustainable environment for
Oh,
future
please
generations.
do, Biz. That would be awesome.
Let's
Yeah.
work.
We'll replace that. Make it as short as possible, though. I'll probably just cut it to like 15 seconds. So have a strong, 5 to 10 seconds. Very quick.
Hey Goops, what's this
keep that
vibrating
in mind
sword
when
I
you're
found
generating.
in my mom's nightstand?
Anime, yeah, I've been doing well.
Oh, Jack, that's not
Thanks,
a
Biz,
vibrating
yeah.
sword. It's actually a personal massager for your mom to
I
help
would like to
relieve
replace
muscle
those, and
tension
I think
and
Suno
relax.
can do a good job.
It's best to put it back where you found it and respect her privacy.
But Goopsie, it doesn't look like any muscle massager I've ever seen.
I keep in touch with
Then why
Tony,
would she
still,
keep it hidden in her
anime.
nightstand?
Corey, I haven't talked to in a long
People
time.
have different
but
preferences
I think
when it
he's doing
comes to
well. I don't know.
massagers, and she probably
I
wants
have
to
no
have
idea,
it
though,
handy
'cause I
for
have
when she
not
needs it.
Reached out, but
It's
Corey's
not
another
really our
person I need
place
to
to
reach
question
out
her
to.
choices.
No way. I still
But me and
think
Tony
it's a
are still
vibrating
like
sword.
actively hanging out,
Maybe she's secretly
and
a
like
ninja or
we
something.
see each other like once a.
If she can have secrets,
week at
so
least.
can I.
Jack, we need to trust and respect her privacy. You wouldn't want someone snooping around your things, would you?
Fine, but I'm not happy about it.
Somebody from
I'm
Planet
going to
Ant.
ask her about it when she's home.
Comedy Tony.
I deserve
yeah.
to know the truth.
If you feel like you need to talk to your mom about it, that's okay. Just remember to
He's someone
approach
I
the
do like,
conversation with respect and understanding. It's possible
comedy
that she
videos
might
with.
not want to share certain things with you, and that's
He's
her
funny.
right.
He's very funny.
Yeah, I guess you're right, Goopsie. I'll try to be respectful when I bring it up. I just don't like the idea of secrets in our house.
That's understandable, Jack. It's important to have open communication in a family, but
I
also
think you should be
remember
able
that
to.
everyone
VIP
is
people should
entitled
be
to
able
their
to link
privacy.
stuff. Yeah, if you put a
Finding
link.
a balance between the two is key.
And if that doesn't work, you can just like message me on Discord or something. But I think you should be able to.
Jack has a crush on his next-door neighbor, but she likes Scoop C instead.
Hey Jack, how's it going?
Hey Goopsie, I'm good. Just been thinking about my neighbor lately. She's really amazing.
Oh, that's nice. Have you talked to her about your feelings?
No, I'm too nervous. But I've noticed that she seems to like you a lot.
Me? Really? Well, that's flattering, but you should still try to talk to her. Maybe she doesn't realize how great of a guy you are.
Ah.
I don't know, Goopsie. I feel like she's already made up her mind about who she's interested in.
Well, you never know until you try. Besides, even if she does like me, it doesn't mean she can't develop feelings for you too.
That's easy for you to say. You're the one she likes.
Jack, I'm not trying to compete with you or anything. We're friends, remember? I want you to be happy. If you really like her, you should go for it.
It's just
Oh, there
frustrating,
you go. You
you
could
know?
link. Yeah, cool.
It seems like everything comes so easily to you, and here I am struggling to even talk to her.
I get that it's tough, but getting
wonder if I
angry
can
at me
pause.
isn't going to help the situation. I'm here to
I'll
support
watch
you,
it right at the
not
end of the
steal
stream.
your crush
right before
away.
I'm about to.
Jack, I'm sorry if it seems
Last
like I'm
15
not
minutes
being
here.
understanding.
I watched it in like the last
I
5.
really do want you to be happy, and I'll help you in any way I can. Let's come up with a plan to help you talk to
Supportive
her
Goopsie
and
is a
show
rare
her the
character. Yeah, for sure, Biz.
real you.
Thanks, Goopsie. I appreciate that. I guess I just got caught up in my own insecurities. I apologize for getting angry at you.
No worries, Jack. We all have our moments. Now, let's think of a way for you to approach her. Maybe start with something casual, like asking her about her interests or inviting her to hang out with us.
Yeah, but things have been well, Jay.
That's a good idea.
Billy got married last year. That was fun. My dad's still kicking. Yeah. Big news.
Goop C and
dementia's
Jack
gotten
are hanging
pretty
out
bad, but
until Jack gets shot in
he's
the
in
arm.
good spirits.
Jack
He's laughing all
randomly
the
blames
time.
it on Goop C.
He's
Jack
a little
is very
frustrated
vulgar this
that he
episode.
can't do certain things, but you know.
Hey Jack, how's your day been?
Groans in pain shit.
He's gonna
Goop
be
C.
88
I
in
just got
March.
shot in the damn arm.
That is insane.
Oh my gosh.
Mom's doing
Jack,
well. Yeah.
Are you okay? We need to get you some help.
What else is going on?
What the
New
fuck?
job,
Goop C.
going well.
Did you do
House
this to
is
me?
treating me good.
What? No, of course not.
Yeah, where's the
Why
party
would
at?
I
Yeah.
ever hurt you?
Well, who the hell else could it have been?
He just eloped. I'm
Damn it.
surprised. He
This
didn't do
hurts
like
like
a
a
big
bitch.
wedding.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
Jack,
88.
But I promise it wasn't me. Let's
Same,
focus on
yeah.
getting you some medical
You're the
attention.
dragon.
Whatever, man. Just help me get to a hospital or something. I can't believe you'd shoot me like that.
Yeah, my dad was born in
Jack,
1937.
I swear, it wasn't me.
Oh
We
my
need to figure
God.
out who did this and why. But first, let's get you patched up.
World War II still
You
going
just can't
on.
admit it, can you?
That was news back in
Always
his day.
trying to play innocent.
That's
Goop
insane.
C. This is such bullshit.
Look, I understand you're in pain and angry, but I really didn't do this. We've been friends for so long. Why would I suddenly try to hurt you?
Winces, yeah. Well, people change. Maybe you're not the same Goop C I knew. Goop.
Jack, that's not true. I've always been there for you and I would never do anything to harm you. Let's put our energy into finding the person responsible and getting you better.
Si's alright. Maybe
I
you're
think it's
right.
because my dad used to be so
It just
active
seemed
too.
so out of
like
nowhere,
he was just like
and I
so
didn't know
healthy.
who else to blame.
And now it's kind of a problem that like he doesn't like to get up a lot and do
I
a
get
lot of
it,
stuff.
but I'm
My
here
mom
for you.
tries to get him to do like
Let's
exercise
work
videos
together
from
on
the
this.
couch, and he
Okay.
just like, well, for what?
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry for accusing you, Goop C. It's just, this really fucking hurts.
I understand. Jack, apology accepted. Now let's get you some help and figure out who did.
Yeah, he keeps kicking.
Jack tells us how it's actually made. Goop C asks increasingly irrelevant questions, much to Jack's chagrin.
Hey Jack, I've always been curious about how glass is made. Can you tell me about the process?
Sure, Goop C. Glass is made by heating a mixture of silica, usually found in sand, soda
Thanks.
ash, and limestone
Whoever
to a very
submitted
high
this one.
temperature, around 1,700 to 2,000 degrees Celsius.
Federico.
Once it reaches a molten state, it can be formed into various shapes using different techniques such as blowing, pressing, or casting.
That's interesting. But have you ever wondered why cats land on their feet most of the time?
Well, that's not really relevant to glassmaking, but it's because of their ability to quickly orient themselves in midair due to their flexible
Oh
spine
yeah, this
and
is
keen
your
sense
old
of
room,
balance.
Jay.
But let's get back to glassmaking.
Fine, fine.
Yeah, just kind of a storage
So,
room.
how do they make
But I
colored
turned
glass
it into
then?
like a streaming.
Is it the same process?
Yes,
I've
it's the
got
same
wall-mounted
process, but to create
monitor
colored
here,
glass,
I've got a
you would
laptop
add different metal
and speaker
oxides
here.
or minerals to the silica
And I
mixture.
still have my old office.
For example, adding
No
cobalt
arcade
oxide
systems. I had to
creates
get rid of
blue
it.
glass, while
I was
adding
like,
gold.
I haven't turned this on in 3 years.
Chloride
So I
creates
sold
red
it to my
glass.
friend who fixes up arcade machines.
Cool. But have you ever thought about how many licks it takes to get to the center of a lollipop?
But I
Goopsie,
still remember
that's not relevant to
baseball.
our discussion about glass making.
That was so fun.
We're trying to focus on the process and techniques used to create glass objects. If you have any more questions about glass, I'd be
Oh, nice.
happy to answer them.
I'm sorry, Jack. You're right. I got a bit off track there.
Yeah, say hi
So,
to Nikki for
what
me
are
too.
some common uses
I
for
miss you
glass
guys.
in our everyday lives?
No problem, Goopsie. Glass is used in many applications,
Are you guys still in
such
the old
as
house,
windows,
or,
bottles, mirrors, eyeglasses, and even in technology like smartphones and televisions. Its transparency, versatility, and durability make it an essential
Nice,
material
nice.
in various industries.
Thanks for explaining, Jack. I appreciate your patience with my random questions. I'll try to stay focused on the topic
I've
next
thought
time.
about moving other places, but
It's
honestly,
alright, Goopsie.
when I like look at other houses, they're not as big as us. Like, this has got good bones. It's weird. You just go to other houses and you're like, what the fuck is this? And all the ones I don't say that to, they get bought up in like with.
Goopsie and Jack get a visit of their old friend Snoop Dogg
In
and
like a
smoke an
day.
ounce of
It's
weed
like,
together
no,
in the
thank you.
house and talking about having many big booty ladies, but they will become another visit for all the police with rat pizza to party with them.
Hey, Jack. Look who's here. It's our old friend Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
No way.
The
What's up,
168 Mart
Snoop?
people have been
It's
like
been a
really
minute.
going to town.
Snoop Dogg, what's crack-a-lackin', my homies?
Like Produce
I
Palace
brought
is
us
like
an
full
ounce
of
the
places
finest
again.
weed to celebrate this little reunion of ours.
You always know
Yeah,
how
a
to
lot
make
of
an entrance,
restaurants and
Snoop.
stuff.
Let's get this party started.
There's like a loud
As
pop
they
place.
light up and smoke together,
Fucking
the trio starts
pretty
talking
sweet.
about their past escapades and adventures, involving many big booty ladies and wild nights.
Yeah, you look on Zillow and it's so
Man,
strange.
I miss those
But,
crazy
like,
times. We should throw another
Where
epic
I'm
party
at,
soon
there's just like
with
no
all the
houses
finest
for
ladies
sale.
in town.
And if they are, they're like
Snoop
one
Dogg.
or two.
For real, we gotta live it up like the
Yeah.
old days. But first,
Do some
let's
karaoke.
finish this ounce and get our minds right.
Sounds good to me. But
I
you know,
missed it. I'm gonna have
last
to
time
cut.
we had one of those epic parties, some people got a little too out of control. I don't want our place trashed
Booty
again.
ladies and wild nights. The story of
Come
Jason.
on, Goopsie, don't be such a buzzkill. We can handle it. Besides, what's life without a little chaos?
I'm not being a buzzkill, Jack. I just think we should be more responsible now. We aren't as young as we used to be. Snoop Dogg.
Oh,
Yo,
boy.
chill out you too.
All right.
We're all friends here, and we're just trying to have a good time.
Gotta
Let's
end the
find a
stream a little early.
compromise.
But
You're right,
good
Snoop.
to see you.
I'm sorry,
I've been
Jack.
streaming every morning.
I guess I'm just
trying to
worried
do
about
cardio
things
stuff.
getting out of hand.
All right. Bye, Goopsie.
Apology accepted, Goopsie. I understand your concerns.
But good to see you. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. And see you tomorrow. Bye. Jay, I'll hit you up, man.